Nice to see you.
Thank you very much. Funny you should mention that because I got a call from the Surgeon General as well. He said you don't have to use condoms anymore. Everything's safe.
Well, perhaps in your case, everything is safe. Now, I don't even know what that means. I have no idea what that means.
Was there an insult in there? Somewhere there may have been.
There might have been. It was perceived as an insult. Yes. My apologies to you. I don't know what it meant.
If there was an insult, I accept your apologies.
Certainly wasn't meant to be. It was just kind of one of those reactionary kind of things.
It had the timing of an insult.
Hey, did you see the president today? He came right up 6th Avenue.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were looking out our window on the 14th floor. It was great. They had the whole city was blocked off. And like at noon, the president was in town. I guess he's still here. And 6th Avenue from like 42nd Street south was nothing but stopped traffic for well over an hour. And then finally, his motorcade comes right up 6th Avenue, and maybe 20 or 25 motorcycles, and then several police cars. And then the two cars, one I guess has the president, and one has somebody else in it. I don't know who. and people as they, yeah, that's the guy they picked up. Needed a lift in from the airport. One of these guys. And as the cars went by, we had the windows open on the 14th floor. People actually applauded. That was nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought that was nice. Bipartisan politics notwithstanding, I thought that was a nice gesture to salute the man who holds the highest office in this land.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are you getting at?
Huh? Nothing. I just thought it was nothing. I thought it was nice to see. You don't often get to see the president. You do, don't you? I mean, you don't, do you?
No, you very rarely do.
And then my assistant is looking out the window when all this is going on, and believe me, the place is swarming with Secret Service and police and so forth, and she knocks a ball out of the window onto 6th Avenue. 14 floors, a ball. And of course, then we get under the couch and wait for the rifle fire.
There she is.
Okay, let's see if it's working tonight. But anyway, the president is in town. Open the doors, boys. Let's try it out, shall we? Here it comes. This is the crash. I can't. Okay. There it goes. I don't know. I can't. No. One more. Yeah. You know, this proves one thing. Not everybody looks good in a uniform. No, hey, Shecky, you look great. You know, today is, what is today? Is today the first full day of summer or like the second full day of summer? Second full day of summer. Now, let me just say something seriously now. I live in a part of the country where it's thickly wooded, and there's a lot of tall grass and a lot of standing water and so forth. And run for your lives! How did that happen? Turn the device off. Can we turn it off? Huh? You do what? Where? Here? It is turned off. I've turned it off. This is a job for Batman, isn't it? So anyway, and there's a lot of ponds and so forth, and this Lyme disease, people get it from these ticks now, and I guess they're on deer. Yeah. And if you get an infested tick and it bites you, you could get this Lyme disease. Be very, very careful. It's no joking matter. If you're in wooded areas, always wear very thick socks if you go hiking. If you're out there for doing anything gardening, tuck your pants into your socks. Be constantly on the lookout for these ticks when you come in from out of doors, because it's a terrible, terrible thing, and you don't want any part of it.
Whoa, holy cow. Wow, Dave, that sandbag almost killed you.
Yeah, I know. Plus, I almost ran out of things to say waiting on it. And this was no accident. I'm going to go back and get to the bottom of this. Boy, the show's going pretty well so far tonight, isn't it? Hey, who dropped that sandbag on me? Al, did you do that?
Wasn't me.
You didn't drop the sandbag? Joe, how about you? Did you drop that?
No, sir.
I could have been killed out there. Hey, Tick Boy, did you drop the sandbag on me? Are you sure? Because when I get to the bottom of this, there's going to be trouble, all right? That's right. It's Tick Boy. Man, I'm just talking about ticks like I know what I'm doing, waiting for the damn thing to hit.
Finally came down.
Oh, I don't think a man should have to work this hard on his own show, do you?
I don't think so.
Now, and look at this. Now, look. Well, that's very nice. Sure. Equipment, no problem. Use this. New from Mattel. Batman's here, too.
Yeah.
Right?
Tell me, is Tick Boy a member of the Justice League of America? Or
Yeah, that's right.
was he admitted, or?
That's right. It's Batman, Robin, Tick Boy.
Tick Boy.
They all live in the cave together. And on weekends, they go water skiing.
Oh, nice.
Let's do our top 10 list and then just... Oh, look. Yeah, there it is, exactly.
That'll work.
That's just perfect.
Okay.
I know we're late already, aren't we? 1 minute. Oh, we're not late. Oh, great. I'll take care of that later. From the home office in Oklahoma City, top 10 things overheard during the Detroit Pistons' visit to the White House.
Ah, yes.
Isaiah Thomas is right here tonight.
Yes.
He was at the White House after they won the championship. Here now, top 10 things overheard during that visit. Number 10. Why not let the Secret Service frisk the players, Mrs. Bush? Number 9. Which wing did Elvis live in? Number 8. Whoops, was that old table valuable? Number 7. Which one of you gentlemen is Meadowlark? Number 6. Please stop. Number 6. Please stop playing keep away with Mr. Quayle's cap. Number 5. I hope the Lakers are enjoying their visit to Michael Dukakis' house. Number 4. Where's the bat computer? Number 3. Hey, there's a rubber machine in the men's room. Number 2. Number 2, Isaiah, don't push that button. Oh, my God. And the number 1 thing overheard during the Detroit Pistons' visit to the White House, this sucks. We should have taken the FBI tour. There you go. We'll be right back here with Michael Keaton, folks. Thanks for joining us tonight. We have a very, very nice program. Michael Keaton is here, Roberta Flack is here, and also Isaiah Thomas from the world champion Detroit Pistons. Our first guest, a talented actor. This man's recent films include Clean and Sober and also The Dream Team. And now, yes, ladies and gentlemen, he is the new Batman. The motion picture opens, I believe, Friday, which is tomorrow, right? All across the country. And we're going to take a look now at a couple of seconds from the film. Michael Keaton as Batman.
Hold on.
Oh, here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Keaton. How you doing?
Great.
Good to see
You know,
you.
that tick boy thing is serious. No, you know what I love about you? You really committed to the whole piece.
Oh,
you
yeah,
didn't
have to.
back off.
Oh, yeah, you gotta
When
go.
you're in, what are you going to do? Say, I'm kidding about the tick boy bit? The thing about tick that people don't realize, the reverse of that is if you eat too many limes, you actually get ticks, so...
Oh, I didn't realize
yeah,
that.
there
No.
is that problem.
So we should maybe launch a whole other campaign. Congratulations
public service show.
on all of the success before the film and, of course, now accompanying the film.
Wow, it's unbelievable, isn't it?
And how do you respond to that? Has it just changed you at all, changed your life? Do you feel differently? No, I wouldn't guess
Well,
you've
I was
changed.
following George Bush into the city today, and they kept going, Batman! I kept going.
And
How about the merchandising is like...
now, do you get a piece of the merchandising? Oh, well, there you go. So you're looking at that big time
you know,
dough.
they've gone a little, well, you know, it's not my judgment, but in my opinion, they've gone a little far.
Do they ever ask you, Michael, what about the Batman socks, or what about the...
You mean my approval?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hysterical. When you have to approve your own stuff and you get your likeness, you know, and it's just hysterical. And I keep, you know, putting Jay Leno's picture in there because of the jaw, you know. No, but they've gone nuts now because it's extended into other areas.
Tongue depressors, everything. Medical supplies.
Exactly, medical supplies. They got the new Batman oxygen tent.
Right, reflex hammers. They got
The whole thing. The bat logo on there. You're fine. Just let me take off my bat hat for wearing.
You know, it was interesting. We were talking just briefly in the makeup room before the show, and you had an interesting thought. I asked you.
Yeah, great.
I asked you if you thought that Batman could beat Mike Tyson. And what'd you say?
From here to Gotham City and back.
I have a feeling, although you and I have never discussed this before, that for you being in a movie, any movie with Jack Nicholson, was probably like the achievement of a small dream you had someplace.
Absolutely. I mean, this is a guy, you know, I can name a bunch of actors that I would always want to work with, but I gotta say Jack was probably the #1. And in fact, I almost didn't do the movie because I thought, you know, when he did a movie called Missouri Breaks with Brando, he had always loved Marlon Brando and wanted to work with him, but he almost didn't take the movie because he thought, I'm not sure I want to blow it on this one if this isn't the right one. And I almost didn't do this movie because I thought, I want to do just the right thing with Jack. And
because the chance may not come around again.
Exactly. So I didn't want to blow it, and I thought, well, you know what, it might not come around again. I'm going to do it and take my chance. He's as good, he's as great a guy and as good an actor as it gets, and he's truly one of a kind, man. And when one day he looked over at me, we're both being made up in our suits, and he just looks at me and says, well, we just got to let the wardrobe do the acting, kid. And that's true. After a while, man, you just work the suit, you know?
Did you, were you frightened or intimidated at all, a little bit, like the first day you meet him when you're...
Yeah, no, the idea of it a little bit, because I thought, you know, I'm not sure what he's like, and this could be, because he's huge. He's huge, and he, but the first day I went over to talk with him about the script, and we had some dinner, and the first day that was gone. It was, he's you know, not unlike me or people I grew up with. I just like a guy.
regular guy.
Yeah, I like
true?
a guy
Now,
you
people
can talk
say
about.
that. No, he's
no, I mean, if a regular guy is, I don't know who would be a regular
Well,
guy.
I'm a regular guy.
All right, no, he's not regular at all. In that case, no.
Hey, now, wait a minute.
No, I mean, on one hand, he is very... I mean, one day night we're coming home from dinner and we're discussing the best ways to make vanilla milkshakes and what we like about it. And he can turn around literally and discuss, you know, the Picasso and Van Gogh.
How did Picasso like his milkshakes?
He actually, you know,
sorry.
he actually liked them thin, but he was cheap. He just didn't want to pay for the extra. And short. He liked them short.
Was there a friendship molded here, do you think?
Yeah, we're kind of pals. I mean, everybody keeps asking me that. It's not like we hang together all the time, but we go out and see each other and you know, sit down and have some dinner every once in a while. You know what was the surprising thing is how, you know, you see people be funny in movies and then you meet them and they're not necessarily very funny.
Right.
They just have somehow figured out how to do this thing. He's genuinely funny. I mean, he genuinely will make you laugh.
He says funny things and does funny things and entertaining to be around?
He's extremely entertaining, yeah. But I think he was miscast. Me? I mean, it's obvious.
Yeah, of course.
I don't see the problem. No, I mean, man, it's like...
So now, what is the deal? He's obviously the Joker.
Yeah.
And you're Batman.
Yeah.
And what happens? What has he done to irritate you?
Yeah, just generally, No, he is he's enough. I witnessed Batman. Bruce Wayne witnesses the murder of his parents when he's a kid.
And the Joker had done that?
Yeah, but he doesn't know it till later.
I see.
I'm kind of blowing the plot here.
Yeah.
But
yeah, like nobody's going to go see it now. Well, we saw it,
well,
we
now
explained it.
what's the
Screw
point?
that, it's Raiders of the Ark again or whatever.
That's right.
But now Gotham City is where? Ohio?
Gotham City is right outside of Akron.
On the lake, that's what I thought. Where did the cameras go? All right, we'll do a commercial, and then we'll be back here with Michael Keaton. And Isaiah Thomas.
Now that I think about the merchandise, you know what never really took off, though, were those Rain Man lunch boxes. They never really worked, did they?
I don't know. I'm staying out of this one. You know, I mentioned that last summer I saw you in Clean and Sober.
Yeah.
And, geez, I thought you were terrific in that. I thought that was... I mean, you laughingly mentioned that in Batman it was in some measure okay to let the suit kind of do the acting, which I know you were jesting about a little bit, but not in Clean and Sober. That was just you out there, 90 minutes of tough stuff.
Yeah, which is great. You feel great when you come home from a thing like that. You know, it's just you just work and you come home and you're tired. You know, you feel like you used it up.
Yeah.
Which, you know, actually, you're gonna love this segue. Which, no, really, you are. Watch this. Watch this. Okay. Yeah, you go and you just work. You feel like you're work, which is something that my dog doesn't really experience because. No, you know what I was saying about
material now, I believe. Here we go. Get ready, Anton.
No, I'm not. I just saw you mention. I saw you do a thing about border collies being nuts and all that.
Oh yeah, they are. They're crazy.
No, I have one.
You have a border collie?
Oh, they're fabulous dogs.
Yeah, but they're
yeah. They sort of. Is there anything I can do? Anything at all?
Yeah.
Is there anything I can do in the house? I'll just do anything.
Have you seen sheep? Have you heard about sheep? Anybody call?
Here, can you put the sheep outfit? Just put the sheep outfit on for me, and run around just for a couple of minutes. and what I want you to do is be a maverick of the group. I want you to direct.
But they always. I can remember, and I've told this story several times. When we had them on the show, some we were using on the show. Some had to wait in the dressing room, like many of our guests. And the ones who had to wait in the dressing room the whole time were like that, looking out the door like, well, I may be called any second.
That's right. That's the idea. Were a lot of them going over their stuff?
They were quizzing each other on it.
Like those Labradors sitting around all the time.
But do you have them indoors? Do you let them run?
He does it all. He does it all.
What's his name?
Dusty. Sean named my little boy named him Dusty.
Now I think this is interesting. Your 6-year-old son. This is probably the low end of the target audience for Batman, right?
Yeah,
6 years.
Yeah, that's about the bottom. Yeah.
Now, does he have any connection now that Dad is this big super?
Yeah. But what's great about it is he gets what I do. He mostly gets what I do. He once told people at school, and they asked him what their dad did for a living. He said he sleeps in a trailer.
So he's very proud of Dad's work.
No, because he's seen me do other things, he knows what I do. So he puts together, he now knows. I mean, had this been my first movie, I think it'd say, is he Batman or is he my dad? I'm not sure yet. But you know what he did? He brought his bat suit to the premiere the other night in a plastic bag.
It was his idea?
God,
his idea, Michael?
Stuck it under the thing. I sit down next to him. Like, there's a bat. He put it in his, I had one made for him by the costumer, you know. And he actually put it, like, if there's trouble, I'm ready. You know, I can slip into this thing and go out and do some damage.
Well, a long, difficult life, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, that's great. That's cute. That must make you feel terrific.
Yeah, he's having a great time.
Yeah, and take some time. When did you finish this thing? Because I think people who I started reading about the film like 6 months ago.
I finished it about 3 or 4 months ago, I guess. But, you know, there was stuff to do it after it. And now I'm done. This is, in fact, this is the final thing, and I'm real happy about it. Yeah.
What are you going to do?
My brothers and I do an annual
How many brothers
trip.
do you have?
3 brothers.
Yeah.
3 sisters, but me and the boys do an annual fishing trip.
Where do you go?
Well, out west. Generally, I hesitate to say where because things, you know.
Oh yeah, they'll hunt you down in Wyoming.
Well, no, I mean odd things have happened, so I don't ever say where. Yeah. So.
What do you go for? Marlin, blue?
Yeah, blue marlin out there in Wyoming. Tuna too. There's a lot of tuna there, right at the Tetons. Oh boy, sailfish.
Rocky Mountain tuna. You can't beat
No, you can't.
Rocky Mountain Blues.
Anyway, I got
and you got into the wilderness? You're out there fishing?
Yeah, we take off and we go. My brothers are wild. My brothers are funny, man. They are, well, wait, that's it.
No.
No, this is just a nice thing we do every year, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, maybe some year you'll invite me.
I doubt it, but, you know, maybe. No, of course you can. Well, it's a familial thing. It's a family kind of.
Well, no, I don't have a family, but no, thanks. Well, maybe vicariously I could experience the fun. Yeah, me and Dorothy be out there with you in waders, looking for mackerel.
Out there in Wyoming. Yeah.
Are we done? Does he have to leave? No, you don't have to leave, does he? Does he have to? Hey, Morty, can you
do the show and I'm staying?
Let's see.
Isaiah, huh?
Yeah.
He's correct.
Michael Keaton, folks. We'll be right back. No, you don't want to leave, do you?
Later tonight, tune in for the twisted story of Bob and Chris Elliott. The trauma of a father and son struggle revealed on network television.
See you later. Welcome back to the program.
You know what I wanted to ask you?
Yes, sir.
Were you in the original company of Cats, or were you just in the road?
The road,
That's
the
right.
truck and bus.
Yeah,
we went all over the Midwest.
Yeah.
I was out for 18 weeks.
Really?
Oh, yeah, without
Was
a break.
the makeup thing the little whiskers
Tough.
heart?
Oh, sure. Well, like you get up early and they put it on and
put
you're
it
in
on.
it all day.
You're very good
yeah,
at that.
but I enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Midnight and the kitties are sleeping.
Gee, think about Cats.
Tomorrow on the program, Sandra Bernhard will be here. Also on the program, 10,000 Maniacs will be here, and
The 10,000.
no, it's just 10,000. No, it's not the 10,000. It's just
Wait, is it
10,000.
the Batman?
No. And New York City Parks Commissioner Henry Stern will be here. And, boy, crowd is getting grumpy. And also insect wrangler Steve Kutcher. Is that right? That'll be tomorrow. So, now, we have just a couple of more minutes here. Explain to me about you and your brothers. In addition to going to fishing, you go...
No, we don't. We're just going fishing to try to behave ourselves. But you have to understand, my brothers now are all older than me, and they were... In a sense, they were wild. We were all kind of went through our wild phases. But these guys were nuts, you know. They actually, when I was a kid, built me a... they built a boxing ring in the yard and would, like, stage bouts, and it was me. It was me. And guys would come in and
Farm workers come into town?
Mike, take them. I was like a tiny kid. We would literally have boxing matches, and a lot of these guys I liked.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't have any grudge. I didn't have to go out and fight these guys, you know. So one day, my brother and I, my brother Paul, we used to get in some wild fights,
What does
man.
Paul do now?
Paul is in the building construction business, selling building construction materials. And one day we're down, we used to take big sweat socks and stuff them. We had a bag of socks in the basement where we used to use for sled riding and stuff. And we used to stuff them full of rolled up socks and then stick your hand in there.
Gloves.
Make you gloves. He was a lot bigger than me at the time because I was a little guy, and he would get on his knees and fight and used to pummel me. Just used to, and your hand would slip through the gloves, the socks, and you know, you'd catch a knuckle every once in a while. So this one night he's just beating me up. And there were these windows in the basement. And I'm fighting, and I finally had it, and I said, oh, wait a minute, time out. I said, who's that up in the window? He turns to look up in the window. I take the glove off, and I get one of these guys going, like one of those bolo things. I go, I fired this thing, whap, and I smack him across. I think he chased me for like a week. Out in the yard, boom, and then I ran up the steps, and he hit me, and then I chased him up the cellar steps, and this is how I got ready for Batman. He ran me up the steps, I chased him up the steps, he got to the top cellar steps and turned around and went, poof, and kicked me all the way back. Oh, I mean, it was wild.
Yeah.
So one night we go out and we stay out all night, and then we end up going skydiving, which is the thing.
Going skydiving?
Yeah, like taught by a guy who had literally no teeth, taught us how to do it. But we don't have time. But hey, for the next show, huh?
Yeah, but I don't want to go fishing now. Thanks
Why?
anyway.
'Cause I've hurt your feelings?
I don't want any part of this Paul guy.
We're wild.
Beating me with socks in the middle of the night. I don't think so. Anyway, this monster, what? It opens Friday.
Friday.
Yeah. Well, geez, congratulations and good luck.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be fun.
I'm sure it'll be like the runaway hit of the decade.
That's what they're saying.
We'll come back again sometime.
All right.
Good to see you, Michael. That's Michael Keaton, ladies and gentlemen. Batman. What? Okay, we'll pause here for a commercial. We'll be right back with Roberta Flack.
Joker. What are you? I'm Batman. Where does he get those wonderful toys? Wait till they get a load of me.
Only one will claim the night. Rated PG-13. Now playing.
Paul, what's the name of that?
The Israelite, the Isaiah,
Desmond Decker
the
and the
Isaiahites.
Aces? Huh?
Desmond Decker and the Aces.
How did I know that? Isn't that
Well,
amazing?
You were a broadcaster.
Unbelievable retention. Desmond Decker and the Aces. Did you know that?
Correct.
No.
Yeah, I should have a show or something. Who else was here? Michael Keaton, of course, Batman, my thanks to him, and Roberta Flack, who was terrific as always. Tomorrow on the program, Sandra Bernhardt, 10,000 Maniacs, and New York City Parks Commissioner Henry Stern. Have a good night. Thanks for being here. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you. There's not enough of me to go around. I'm just one person, David. I don't know what to do. I'm only one guy. Thank you very much.
It was inevitable that Yeltsin discover the dark side of capitalism sooner or later.
Yeah.
A symbolic gift of the can of Spam. Ladies and gentlemen, let's not waste any time. Let's get right to our viewer mail. What? A stunned Bill Wendell makes this noise. Whoa! Letter number 1. Dear Dave, my VCR is made by General Electric. So is my refrigerator, toaster oven, microwave oven, TV, stereo, and electric razor. I'm in hell. This letter comes from Jason Lesage, Burnaby, British Columbia, Canada. No, Jason, believe me, you're a long way from being in hell. Wait until you have one of these. Believe me, you don't know what hell is until you've had to have one of these. Look, look here, I'll show you. It's a General Electric toupee. There, that's how you know you're in hell. Let me just put it back on. I hate it. I hate it every damn... Audience apparently screening another show. Letter number 2. Dear Dave, will you marry me? Please love Bertha Lingenfelter. Very cute. Bertha, I'm sorry. Believe me, I would love to marry you, but I can't right now. And I'm surprised you didn't read about it. It's been in all of the papers here. Take a look at this. Here, this is why I can't marry you right now. You see, I'm demanding $18,000 a month for my ex-wife, Joan London. For the first time in 10 years, I hear Wendell make this noise. Woo! For 10 years, he's not said a word, and then suddenly, 4 minutes into tonight's program, it's woo! Making me think it's perhaps time for a checkup for Bill. Letter number 3. Dear Mr. Letterman, would you please drink cold water in your cup to help the negative effects of the greenhouse effect upon the spaceship Earth, PAX, James T. Remsen, Merritt Island, Florida. Well, yeah, I guess so. Thanks for the tips, James. Whatever it takes. Cold water out of a cup. Biff! Biff, could you, where is, oh, hi. Biff, could you go backstage and get me a cup of cold water from the cooler?
Of course I will, Dave. I'll do anything to help preserve the environment.
That's the spirit, exactly. That's what we're trying to do. Biff Henderson is going to go get me a cup of cold water, and then when we come back, I'll drink the water.
How am I going to get Dave's water with that mean-looking spotted owl sitting there? I know.
What could be taking... The hell was that? Oh, hi, Biff. Thank you.
Here's your water, Dave. Now get busy saving the planet.
Okay, thanks, Biff.
Woo!
Wow, that one cleared the Hudson, ladies and gentlemen. That one's on its way to Trenton. You can kiss that one goodbye. He got all of that one. Adios, amigos. Touch 'em all. Letter number 4. Dear Dave, I think desks are a good indicator of a person's organization, character, and disposition. I was wondering what you keep in your desk drawers. Sincerely, Dana J. Woodall, Monterey, California. What do I keep in my desk drawers, Dana? Nothing special, the usual stuff. Pencils, yeah. I'll probably find a ruler in there, some paper clips, I guess, and, oh, geez, I almost forgot something. Here, take a look at this. See, that's our old friend Larry Bud Melman in there. Larry, can you hear me? Larry, can you hear me?
Is Batman here yet?
No, he's not. He's not here yet. Anything else?
It smells like magic markers in
Okay. We'll try and clean that out for you. You want to say goodnight to the folks before you have to go? Anything else?
Is Batman here yet?
No, Batman is not here yet. We'll just roll that away. Sorry, folks.
I must speak to Batman. Will someone please tell me when Batman gets here?
Okay, we'll let you know the second.
When will Batman be here?
We'll let you know as soon as Batman...
I must speak to Batman.
Okay, of course. You'll be the first...
Will someone please tell me when Batman gets here?
That's right. After 10 years, I'm Senor Wenceslas. Sorry, Billy. Batman won't be here for a while.
I must speak to Batman.
Okay, we'll put you in touch with him as soon as we can. Try to get some sleep, Billy.
I must speak to Batman.
I tell you what we're going to do. We'll do us a commercial, and when we come back, Michael Keaton will join the program. Welcome back to the big program, ladies and gentlemen. Batman will be out in a couple of seconds. Don't worry. I guess we've run out of tape, haven't we?
When will Batman be here?
I'm telling you, he'll be out in a couple of seconds. Just relax, okay?
I must speak to Batman.
I think we got an idea for a whole new show.
Yeah, well, at least a variety act.
Yeah, we'll get Willie, Tyler, and Lester in here. Let's do our top 10 list and then bring out our first guest for the evening. The category tonight, top 10 ways to make H. Ross Perot really angry. If you want to make this triple billionaire very, very angry, we have now with us on a short list the top 10 ways to do just exactly that. The heretofore undeclared independent presidential candidate, H. Ross Perot. Here we go, number 10. I mentioned how you loved him as Mr. Haney on Green Acres. Number 9, send him a fake bank statement that says he only has $2 billion. Number 8, ask if you can call him Hoss. Number 7, put him on hold when he calls the Home Shopping Network. Number 6, wonder why he doesn't use that "What Me Worry" slogan anymore. Well, they don't get much better, so hang on tight. Number 5, ask him if he still owns South Fork. Number 4, shave the word Bush into the side of his head. Number 3, hog the Thigh Master. Or Thigh the Hog Master, one of the two. Number 2, tell him you can't wait to see him as the Penguin. And the number 1 way to make H. Ross Perot really angry, Ask him if the H stands for ever. I think if you had to find one word to describe tonight's show so far, it would have to be... Wait a minute, my TV dinner is done. I'll be right back. What the hell is that? What is that beeping? Is that someone in the audience? Is that a time bomb? Is that some sort of incendiary device about to explode? The word would be clockwork. Tonight, that's how you could describe tonight's show so far. Clockwork. Our first guest plays the title role in the...
Will someone please tell me when Batman gets here? What?
It's interesting. When I want it, we don't have it. When I don't want it, it's right there. Clockwork. Our first guest plays the title role in the movie Batman Returns.
I must speak to Batman.
It opens nationwide today. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our old friend, Michael Keaton. Michael!
T-shirt, too.
You bring in our guitar player, Sid McGuinness, T-shirts and hats?
Yeah.
Why don't we all get T-shirts?
I got gum for everybody else.
How terribly thoughtful.
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
How's Bud? Is he all right?
Yeah, he's still in the drawer.
Bring out the drawer for a minute.
All right, just open. We can't.
Bud, chill.
I must speak to Batman.
Yeah, nice to see you. This is all very exciting again for you. I mean, you've had a wonderful career, and then you get these Batman movies every now and then.
Every now and then I'll pop up and do my other job.
Yeah.
It's like my other job sometimes.
Really?
You know what I have to say, man? You were so funny on the Tonight Show, the last spot. I mean, like, as funny as I've seen you, you were funny. That's hysterical.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, really funny.
Well,
You were going to make a wisecrack, then you thought better of it.
yeah, I didn't exactly know what was going on. I thought you were going to hurt me.
No.
Anyway, let's talk about the big ceremony in Hollywood last week. This was not a star on Hollywood.
No.
This was something even more special.
Yeah. I had my handprints and had my feet prints put in in front of Groundless Chinese Theater, and it's really great because there's limited space there. Now there are only a few more spaces left, like 6,000, I think. No, there are very few spaces left, and I was legitimately honored to do it. You know
How many people have their hand in footprints
I
there?
think there are 180. I think I was the 180th.
So this is actually a very select group of folks in the history of movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, in the history of movies, it's very select. Normally, the figure 180 doesn't, you don't run home and go, hey, I was 180th! In any case. but
in the
everything
history
being relative.
Yeah, exactly. It's
good. You know what I used to do? When I used to do my homework in school, this is the truth, I would get so close to, if it was a project or a term paper or a paper, I'd always get right to the point where it was just about there, neat, clean, and then inevitably, what I should have done was like got it to the point and then had somebody go take it to school for me now.
I'm finished.
I'm finished.
Don't let me get to it
right,
again.
because inevitably I'd do something like, all right, ready? Okay, put it in the book bag, and then set it down and be in peanut butter or something. There'd always just be this little thing. I could never just get it right, so I'm signing my name in the it's concrete, and you have a limited amount of space to make this happen. And they say to you very clearly, okay, now you've got about from here to here. It's a lot of room, actually.
It's not a couple acres of concrete you have at your disposal.
No, it's not. But, so, but you have this amount, and a guy should probably be able to get it in there. They didn't tell me a few things like I needed a date, put the date, and a few other things. Prints are going here, names going here. So I start off, and I'm actually trying, I'm going to get this right. First of all, cursive handwriting came back to me. I never, proper handwriting. No one writes like that anymore. I remembered every proper thing. So I'm writing it, and I'm going, and I go, this is going great. And I'm glancing. I'm looking, and I'm going, I'm running out of room! I'm running out of room! And when I put in the date, it was down in the corner. And I think the N in Keaton is it starts great. And then it kind of all gets packed together. Right?
But still in all, that will make it even more distinctive, don't you think?
Well, yeah. I mean, I suppose so. You get a little, I think I'm going to get a little territorial about it, though. I'm afraid I'm down there seeing a movie, you know, and you may see somebody over there, you know, you may just watch, like they're eating something or go, hey, come on, come on. Thank you. Oh, we're eating by Bob Hope. Or we're in Red Skeleton or something. What?
Do you know who you're near in the grand scheme of things on the big patio there or the sidewalk?
I'm actually, I glanced up and I think I was actually not far from Bob Hope. I'm about four blocks away or something.
Pretty good neighborhood then.
Good neighborhood. Yeah. I'm in the comedy area, I think. I was like my career, they don't know, is he in this area? Do we put him with the dramatic actors? Yeah. Do we put the character? No, I don't know. Let's
talk about your other life as a Little League coach.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about this. Is this your first experience?
I have a good club. No, I coached last year. I co-coach with two other guys.
So you are you now the guy in charge? Are you the manager of the team now?
I act like I am, but I'm not really. No, we share it pretty evenly. It's tremendous fun, but you find it kind of taking over your life. You know. Rygalski wants to talk to you. I got a game, Dave. I got a game. I can't. I mean, you really start to, you know, and I'm really good. I'm telling you, I'm a very good coach.
You coach your son's team.
Yeah, he's on my team.
Yeah.
Sean's on my team.
How old is he now?
He's 9.
Is he a good player?
Very good player.
What position?
Plays center, first, and pitches.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a good player. Legitimately, I was with Barry Bonds last night. That's where some of these goodies come from, and he got to get his autograph. But you know, the main thing is with these guys is you start off with, you know, think you're actually coaching, and then you discover that really all you're doing is you just need to keep them in focus. That's the general goal. Just keep them within the ballpark, you know, because they're everywhere, man. When they were like 7 and 8 and 6,
they have other things on their mind, things come and go.
Yeah, lots of other things on their mind. So the other day I'm giving this, I swear to God, last year I would give these speeches and I would say, okay, now here's what we want to do. Here's what we did last game. Now what we don't want to do, we want to correct these mistakes. Hey, look, right here. We want to correct last. And the kid last year used to give me this. I'd give these big, long speeches, and I'd finish, and it'd say, are we going to eat? I was going to say, then it'd spread. The rest of the guys would say, yeah, we should eat something.
Like wildfire.
This one kid, I got this kid this year who's a great kid, and you would swear, he's like the kid, did you ever try this when you were in school? You would commit to the raising your hand, really commit, because you figure when you don't know the answer, it's a chancy move, but if you don't know the answer,
solid.
Yeah. I got it, come on. I got it, you know, and you hope they don't call on you. This kid looks at me, and I'd say, listen, you know, here's the thing. If you just keep the ball in front of you. If you don't catch it, keep the ball in front of you, because that's how they're getting the runs. When the ball gets behind you, that's 2 runs right there. I just don't care what you do this game. Are you listening? Just keep the ball in front. I'm going to do this long speech. It's fundamentals. Remember the thing we went over in practice? We're going to do that, and that, cut down the runs, and I finish. I swear to you, this kid, Jason, looks at me. He's looking at me, and I'm looking at him thinking, he's not in there.
He's not going in.
I finish, and he looks at me and says, you have bodyguards? he says, what kind of security system you got in your house? Schwarzenegger's got bodyguards. That's all he wants to do. So every time I show up.
Yeah, but it's real trouble if the kid says, did Ovitz call for me? That's the problem. You know, let's do a commercial.
Sure.
Then we'll show a little bit of the big movie, Batman Returns.
Yeah.
And talk about anything else you want.
We wear suits now. Isn't it kind of silly?
Cool, isn't it? Yeah. Do you pay for yours?
No, I get
No, me neither. Free suit club.
Come on down.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Keaton is here, Roger Daltrey is here, and Christian Leitner. Did you meet Christian Leitner?
I just did, yeah.
Yeah, pretty exciting ball player.
Oh, man, he's the real thing.
He will be the only, as I understand it, the only non-professional player, a member of the U.S. Olympic team this summer.
Did that happen recently? Right, for Clyde Drexler, who should have been moved way up, like months earlier.
Yeah, big team going in there and just mow down the competition.
Just beat a bunch of Eastern European guys with a lot of hair. They're going to beat a lot of teams with more hair on their bodies than we are. You know, other guys going, Anyway.
It's all right on the basketball team when you have a hairy gymnastics team. That's no fun. You don't want that.
Because you know why?
Or rhythmic dancing. No, you don't need that.
You know why? The main reason because of the new materials. It comes through the new materials. You get a worsted wool, it won't come through there.
Won't come through. No.
But a coarse hair
The
now.
new breathables. Sure. Yeah.
Little butt hairs off the top. Sorry, somebody had to say it. Damn it.
It's Batman. He's misbehaving.
You know how they pronounce my name in some Caribbean, some areas in the Caribbean as Buttman, which is Buttman as far as.
That's all right. You know, in high school, I would have prayed for that. To be known as Buttman. But no,
He's
not
Buttman. Where's Buttman?
Let's take a look at the film.
Sure.
It's you and Michelle Pfeiffer
whole
again. No, why not?
Let's go on.
Bump
We'll
that
be back
little
in a
video
couple
show. But you and Michelle Pfeiffer, now you guys have worked together before.
No, not in the movie.
Not in a movie?
No.
Why do I think you've worked together
Because
before?
you just created it. I think there's a little segment of your brain that was damaged years ago. You were struck in the head by a large object. That's the only way I can.
So what you're saying is blunt cranial force has caused that. Yeah, okay.
I didn't want to give the technical term, but that's what it is, yes. Yeah, you who have a history in medicine would know that. Me, I just say you got hit with something hard, but that's technically what it is.
So like in the 8th grade, a trip and a fall, and then later as I'm 45, I say to you, you and Michelle Pfeiffer have worked together before, right?
Oh, yeah, it could
That's
be
the
40
only
years.
manifestation of that.
That'll be, no, not necessarily. It could come back, and you might start in the middle of the conversation just speak Dutch. That could happen. Something like that could happen.
Well,
you know what else happens? You start admitting to things you never did. They're in the closet!
Yeah.
For no reason.
That hasn't happened yet, thank goodness. All right, let's take a little bit look at a little bit of this, and what are we going to see? We've had, you know, who we've had on the show. We had last week. We had I can't
I hope
think of
this
it.
relates to the movie somehow.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, okay.
Christopher Walken.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah,
Isn't he?
very nice. And
great in this movie.
and also who else from the movie? Well, I can't remember. This is another symptom of that blow to the head.
Go ahead. You know,
Jan
usually-
Hooks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's
Dana
hysterical.
Delaney.
Oh, you're doing very well.
Huh? Jan Hooks. What about Dana Delaney? Different movie? There you go.
That's okay. This is part of the therapy. If people laugh, it'll help. It's all right. Fine. Yeah, Dana Delaney's in it. Yeah, right. Dana Delaney. Yeah,
You know, it may have been
Christian
building those
Slater.
models in the poorly ventilated
glue.
basement. Yeah, that was what it was. Anyway, a scene from, and this movie is going to be huge. This is going to be as big as the last one, perhaps
Large.
bigger. Sure, tell the folks what we're going to see here, Michael.
I would, but I either have some blunt cranial damage myself, or I don't know what we're going to see. I honestly don't know what this one is.
What is it, Bob? The scene with the clam.
Clown.
Scene with the clown.
Seriously, you know what's really frightening about this? Earlier in makeup, I went and said, "Hey, Dave, how you doing? Good." You know what he said? He described himself as being sleepy. Sleepy.
Well, it says that on my driver's license. That's not exactly a surprise. All right, here we go. Michael Keaton.
Sleepy would be a bad nickname for like a member of the cabinet, wouldn't it?
Jim
Jim Sleepy Baker.
Better than Trigger. Here we go. Batman Returns. Michael Keaton and the.
Take one step closer, Mr. Batman. You missed.
Wow. The Batman. Or is it just Batman? Your choice, of course. Wow, that was very brief.
Yeah!
You know what happened? I never noticed this. Did you watch when I walked away? Can you hold this? Me walking as Batman as I walk away. I kind of have to. You have to do like a.
Well, sure, you're...
You have to do a
Batman,
walk,
yeah.
but you know what
You're not a
happens?
shoe salesman, you're
That's
Batman.
Right. You don't walk around with a cape on. Cape over your shoulder.
You're not here to look at the pipes, you're Batman.
Well, just before that, we were doing this scene where I was sitting like this. And what they tried the new suit this year was a zipper. I swear to God, to go to the bathroom, they installed a zipper. And so, usually I was doing a scene like this earlier, and I was taking out everything. I'd gotten hurt from a fight, and had a little bit of blood and sweat. I was sitting there, and the zipper had broken and was open. So, rather than change the camera angle, you know, which means you change the lights, and it's hours, and I said, no, forget it, I'll just find another way to sit. So I was eventually got into a position, something like this. That's what it looked like.
Where is he? Where's the big one?
With a little cape. Yeah, with a little cape. That's right. There's a cape they give me for when I ride in the car because it gets stuck. It's so silly.
It's a special car cape, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Part of the Batman accessories.
Exactly.
Barbie had the same kind of thing.
That's right. A lot of me and Barbie have the same. Actually, the little house is not unlike hers. When you think about it, it's just darker. Anyway, they have this little shorty cape, I guess you would call it, a little mini cape, and then you just look different when you're in this short cape. And it just looks so silly. I forget what I was going to say, but it just looks so dumb. Sometimes you just feel really good. Oh, it reminded me of, wasn't there a phase Elvis went through where he wore a short cape? Really? Wasn't there a thing?
There might have been.
Because...
Yeah. Paul, was there a short cape phase for Elvis?
Remember, didn't he do like a white short cape thing for a minute? And I felt a lot like Elvis.
Yeah.
In fact, me and Tim were talking about when I'm we're doing like Batman 17, and it's all I got left. And I'm going about 240, and doing shopping malls.
Car shows, auto shows.
Now they have all kind of. In fact, I invented this thing, a little metal thing that holds kids at shopping centers. They want to sit on my lap because my back's gone. And I'm all. I'll just tell you, Mama, Batman wants to have a drink with her later, a little bit. Some real slime ball.
Oh, man. We got it all figured out.
Oh, yeah.
The big film, Michael, opens, today? Tomorrow?
Today, now, as
today,
we speak.
Yeah. Have you seen it? Do you like it?
Yeah, it's much, much, much better than the other one. It's like I like doing it, but it's kind of like being the host of the party, which frankly, when I do it, as I'm doing it, it's relatively dull. It's not, it's like Tim throws a great party, and man, Tim Burton is, this will be the last time I say it because I'm making myself sick. This guy is so great.
Yeah.
And all the actors in this film are really, really great. I mean, there's some tremendous performances in this. Chris Walken and Michelle and Danny and everyone. But Tim is like the star of this thing, and it's as though he throws a party. He's got the house. He doesn't want to host it, so he calls me, and we invite a bunch of people over and open up the refrigerator and say, "Go nuts," So sometimes when I'm doing it, I kind of go, I mean, if I could be reading sometimes while I'm doing it, I might,
Wait a minute, so when you're acting as Batman, you also
it's a little dull.
He could be reading.
Yeah,
So
I mean, because it's not like, I mean, I understand in a way why people said, Michael Keaton's Batman, what are you, nuts? I mean, in a way, I understand it.
I never said that, by the way.
I know.
Never said that.
I know. I think it was Bud. So yeah, I really like doing it, and I take it real seriously.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to seeing it. And, we love having you here. Anytime you're in the area, please come by and say hello. It's a lot of fun. And have a great summer, and give my best to your boy.
I will. Thanks, David. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Keaton.
Is Batman here yet?
No, Batman's not here yet.
It smells like Magic Mark is in here.
Okay, we'll try to get that aired out. Sorry.
Is Batman here yet?
No, Batman's still not here yet. Any messages?